Hey gang, beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. I'm way out in the country today. Getting that cabin fever, you know, I just can't sit at home. Now this is a cemetery, it's a lost hidden cemetery, I believe. I had found just the name on Google Earth in this little patch of woods here, the side of the road. You know, doing those Google Earth searches. We're in Spring Grove, Illinois, which is way out. I've actually found another lost cemetery that I don't know if it'll show before or after this one in the, you know, not too far away. That was crazy. It was like a jungle, walking through weeds, literally that were 12 feet high, walking in, where in this case, and I'll show you in here, and I haven't gone in, you know, I just pulled up here in the truck. We will be walking in the woods. So I'm not sure what we're going to find here. I did find a gate that looks interesting. No fancy gimbals. I'm just going to do the cell phone today because I think it's going to get pretty thick in here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be thick. I don't know how old this cemetery is. We'll just kind of walk around. I'm glad I wore my camel pants. Well, I kind of thought we were going to give this a shot. And yeah, we're in Spring Grove. I'm about a week and a half from leaving Chicago for good. I've had this location on my list for a long time. And I was like, before I go, I just want to drive over here and look. So rather than going in and investigating, first I just thought I'd take you along with a little adventure. So far I don't see any gravestones. It's a little, there's no mistaking it if it's here, because over here there's a neighborhood. You can almost, you can see daylight, and then there's a farm field over here, and then it goes this way. So, but no one has been in here. Look at this, there are no trails. This is raw, so it's kind of exciting, but I don't see any stones. Let's go over the big log. Who knows, we might find a murder victim, a body. I don't know why, it's just, when I walked to the location on an episode that I did in Woodbine, Illinois, which the cemetery she was found in Woodbine, which is way out to the northwest, and went to the cemetery in Sycamore, but where her body was found was just like under a log, just like that. And I think it was still there. I'll put the link in. Maria Ridolf was her name. It's very sad. In that one, the killer pretty much got off. Pretty sure he did it. Look at this old tree. Oh, that's spooky. Let's see, this might be a little bit of a dead end. So I'm gonna walk, I'm walking basically, ooh, there's a little critter there that, you know, that's to the west. I'm gonna backtrack here. That's where the road is. And I'm walking basically from the west side of the road, and then I'm walking east. So we're either gonna find some stones or we are not. No bugs, no mosquitoes. I'm loving that. And I'm just gonna try and carve my way. I think this looks like a good way, guys. Let's try this. This looks a little open. Surprised too, usually you'll find a game trail, the white-tailed deer. Oh boy, this is getting thicker. I don't know, this might be a swing and a miss, but we're gonna persevere through here. It's an incline, I'm going up. Interesting. think there would be some stones by now. I mean, I know there's a cemetery here. Maybe people have been relocated. But why would this patch of woods be here? All right, now let's go through here. Crossing my fingers. Well, still got a little ways to go. Whoops. Love these adventures. Oh, I see a stone. We have a stone. It's a big one. No, you can't see it yet, but it's up this way. Let's just take our time here. Got a spider web in my hair. Let me clear that off. All right. Yeah, big old stone. And like I did in the other episode, after I get home, I will send some screenshots to Deb, Ancestry Helper. And maybe when I produce this, I can insert some pictures of people who most likely were the pioneers. Not this one. 1851, 1901. Well, maybe Frank W. Lawson. But these parts, they were here 1820s, 1830s. But that's a big monument. Just in the middle of the woods. Now it's coming alive. No, I'm not talking about zombies. I'm talking about more stones. I'm seeing a lot more stones. There's another Lawson. Oh, there's something interesting. Beyond the stone, something big has fallen. Lawson, Stephen Lawson. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. 1809, 1883, Anne Ray. Oh, here we go. So Ray, W-R-A-Y, that's the name of the cemetery. The first Ray Innocent. Oh, I think up on top here, this is this granite vase with the robe or the cloth. That was up there. This thing is really big. And then we have some tombstones, granite markers here. Looks like of the family. We've got infant. Yeah, there's no writing on these. Father, mother, and I think this says Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Interesting. So we have the two big stones here. Oh, I see another one this way, guys. Let me look over here first. I see something way down there. Maybe that's just a piece of wood. Or is that a coffin? Looks like a coffin. Can't be a coffin, but you know what? I am going over. Like right now. That can't be a coffin. It looks like a coffin, guys. I kid you not. Oh, it's stone, okay. It had that shape, like right there. But it's a huge marker. Oh, I was hoping that was a coffin. Not that I'd open it up, but... How many of you, if that was a coffin, would just pay money to lift the creaky lid and have a little peek? Respectfully, I would pay a lot. There's a little stone here. I think this is a family plot. I see 4 of these. Yeah, there's like an L or something there. All right, let's go this way. See another big stone. Yeah, this is the family plot. I see one over there. Those are plot markers for the corners. There's probably a lot of people So we saw Elizabeth. That's Elizabeth. You know, they're all over there, but there's probably more underneath here. Hey, cool. Oh, I see another one. There's another one back there. Let's go check that out. It's a big one. Crane, C-R-A-I-N. John. Let me move this tree back. Here we go. So we have John C., 1853 to 1902, and Della A., his wife, 1857 and 1900. I don't see any stones, so they are here somewhere. All right, let's keep going. If Deb isn't finding much, I'll just throw this out as a quick release. What is today? Today's Monday, July 30th, I think. Anyway, maybe I'll put this out today when I get home. We got a lot of names here. Oh, here's your innocent. So these are the other folks. So we have Jonathan, 1808 to 1905. We have Mary Ray, his wife, 1816 to 1896. Okay, we're just going to freeze it here just for a couple of minutes because Deb, our ancestry helper, found a treasure trove of information when I got back from editing. And I'll start with this amazing family portrait that she forwarded to me. And we see on the right, sitting in the middle position, if you will, is Jonathan Emerson, and to his right, to our left, sitting is Mary Ray Emerson. So husband, wife, pioneers, first ones here. Flanking them is Elizabeth and Mary. I'm not sure which one is which, but they're said to be twins, and then we have other families standing in the back above. Now, when they first came, they lived in a sod shanty, but soon built this log cabin, this picture we're going to show now, which was located off a road called English Prairie Road, just to the north here, still here. And they had called this modest cabin their home for the next 40 years. So really amazing. We have pictures of the original pioneers who settled this area. The portrait actually has a caption confirming what I said, and we have some of the other family member names there, none that I recognize from the gravestones that we saw here, so no worries there. But what is particularly intriguing for me personally, and I think you'll find this interesting too, is just to the north of the cemetery are Twin Lakes. That's what we call them. I used to fish there as a lad with my father, who would bring me. He was a fishing nut. And I remember these lakes really well. In fact, I had gone back there, and it is said that the names of the lakes were named after the twins, Elizabeth and Mary. And sure enough, I was like, I always knew it as Twin Lakes, so I went back and looked on Google Earth. And sure enough, the one on the lower left, the bigger one, is called Elizabeth Lake, and the other is called Lake Mary. And you can go in between, or at least you used to, you could go in between through a narrows between the lakes. So I was like, wow, I didn't put the dots together that these Twin Lakes are literally a stone's throw from the cemetery to the north, just over the border into Wisconsin. So a little more information. We did find a Civil War soldier's grave here, and we'll see that coming up next in the reel. And it said in the Find a Grave link and through the research that the grave had been desecrated very sadly. I'm not sure, probably in the 20th century, don't know, but you'll see it. It'll be coming up. And again, it says, here lies Jonathan Emerson, who is credited with being the first settler in Burton Township when he arrived in June of 1836. I'm not sure if it's still called Burton Township or what it's called, but it says his original log cabin was displayed at the McHenry County Fairgrounds, and this is McHenry County, for a time. His marriage to Mary Ray was on November 30th, 1837, was the first recorded in McHenry County. And again, it confirms here his daughters Elizabeth and Mary were the first twins born on the English Prairie. So that tells me English Prairie Road, this was called the English Prairie. Interesting. They achieved a measure of fame when the two lakes just across the state line, Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, were named for the girls. So they're really neat, guys. Other burials here are from families almost as early as Emerson. Although Emerson is considered the first settler, Thomas Ray, W-R-A-Y, and Stephen Lawson were not far behind. So very interesting history there. Okay, on with the show, on with the walk. Interesting. Now the other episode, Deb found, she's found a lot of pictures. So I'm hoping, if you're seeing pictures, it's not being released today, obviously. Because I've got to get the pictures and then edit it. But I'm not seeing any. Now there's another stone. Looks like a veteran stone maybe. Now we're reaching the far eastern side, so that might be about it. Not a lot here, and very spread out. Yeah, look at someone who's back here with an American flag. We'll pick that up. Oh, W.N. Ray. 35th Illinois Infantry. Looks like. So. Oh, these, you know those guys, right? The veteran. Yeah, I wonder if we can get a picture. That is an M. W-M-W-R-A-Y. It's got to be Ray. Can't really read that. Maybe you guys can. It looks like 35th Illinois Infantry. Neat. Yeah, I definitely like walking the woods like this more than the other one that I did in the jungle. Bungle in the Jungle. Talked about Jethro Tull. Can't get it out of my mind now. I know you guys have heard me talking about it on the live stream. Oh, I see another one. This is like a treasure hunt, guys. I do see another one up here. Oh, a number of them. A cluster. A cluster of stones. I wonder if it's all the same family. It's really sad to me. It's like the other one. The other cemetery, which was in Greenwood. Not, it's just not far from here. Well, considering. But they just let it get overgrown. Now this is in the woods. It's a little different. But the other one is just cemetery. They just let the grass grow into weeds and the weeds grow into a jungle. And these people, even here, you could create a. Okay, so Spring Grove folks, talking to you. Or whoever owns the cemetery, if somebody has to own this land, I think it would really, you don't want to cut all this down and mow it up, but create a foot trail. Some wood chips would be really cool, and then clean up some of these stones. Maybe the word will get out. Volunteers in the area. I'm leaving the area. See who we have here. I mean, these people were the pioneers that they settled this area for you, where you bought your house. This is Frank H. Robinson, born March 1st, 1847. He passed away July 21st, 1892. Definitely, probably a pioneer. Who knows who this is? And who knows what that is? Something more recent. Now these things weigh, like that right there weighs probably 700 pounds, maybe 1,000, probably 700. And I have some experience. Here's another Ray, W-R-A-Y. I love these. This is very typical of the base foundations. The checkered pattern, diagonal. This is a beautiful stone. Look at this. With that rose window type pattern. I see what I think is a no, that's not a compass. That's just a pattern. Well, let's take a look at I don't have my flashlight, but I think we can read Richard Ray. It looks like March 2nd, 1814, so that's probably when he was born. We have 1888 or 1838. He died June 24th, 1891. And then we have Jane, his wife, and born in Yorkshire, England. May 5th, 1824. How cool is that? Now that goes back, guys. I don't see anything. This is in great shape and it's completely level. You know, this place reminds me of the live stream we did at the Slocum Cemetery, which that place is not too far from here with Durwood, my friend. Durwood, I went to the Wakanda Cemetery. I did check it out. Here's another Ray, wife of Goodrich, who died April 23rd, 1880. And I see another date. Maybe it's, oh no, that's maybe one. Oh yeah, age 28 years old. Very young, even for those days. 9 months one day. They always did that. They put the years, how many months, and how many days. Very interesting. I see another one. I don't know if we looked at that one as we walked in. But there's one down on its face here. We'll never, oh no, this is the base. Yeah, and it fell over. And, oh, we can see the inscription. But I don't have my flashlight, guys, sorry. So we'll have to skip that one. So everybody's like in the back here. Up the hill on the far eastern side. Because where we're coming to here is right up ahead here, you see the edge. Someone's backyard. How would you like to have a backyard here, huh? Let me just take a quick scan and see if I see any more over there. You see anything? I do not. So I think that's going to be it. Let's backtrack a little. And give a quick look. In this quadrant right here. Maybe Durwood will come out. Check it out, Durwood. Maybe a crew can come out and carve some paths. Wouldn't that be fun? Just so you really don't need to do much here. Prop a couple stones back up. Not a couple, but maybe 5, right? And you need a lot of guys. You need like 5 guys for this one. Yeah, you just come out. You could do it all in one day. You know, if I was staying here, for some reason, this one, I really feel like it would be a fun project. A little wood chip trail. Just bring some pruners. Cut this kind of stuff down. Create a path right up the middle. All right, so I think that is it. I'm going to look up here a little more, but I think that's it, guys. Let's go in here real quick. I don't want to miss anything. So what, we got 10, 20 graves, or maybe 10 markers, probably 30. I'm going to take a stab. There's probably, I'm going to say 30 people back here. Maybe like 5 families, maybe 40 people. when you consider, you know, everybody doesn't have a marker. Can't go that way. So, all right, anyway, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed it, like I did. Pure adventure, cemetery, grave hunting. We'll do more of this, especially when I get to Arizona. Imagine, I do have some leads on some cemeteries that are lost in the mountains. Prospectors, Chinese. We're gonna do more of this. If you like it, all right, let me know. Catch you later.